Hey, how's it going? You know who has great taste in bourbon, but not so great taste in pizza? Well, stick around. You're going to find out right here on Pride One TV. Welcome back to another edition of Pride One TV. My name is Jay Goodman. I'm the marketing director here. And as part of our ongoing series on highlighting our team here at Pride One and promoting our core values, been fortunate enough to be able to sit down with some really great people. And one of them is with me today, and that is Ben Weinerman. Ben, thank you so much for taking the time to sit down with me today. So yeah, we're buds and know each other outside of Pride One, so this should be too awkward.
No, it shouldn't.
All right. So first of all, what's your title, and just kind of give me a little bit about what you do here.
Sure. So title is land development manager. Really what we do is take a property from concept to fruition. So a raw piece of land, going through the acquisition process, the entitlement approval process through zoning, bidding that project out to site contractors, and then managing the day-to-day activities, installing infrastructure, and then roadways.
What are some challenges that you experience in your job?
So really understanding and changing with the ever-evolving world of real estate development, from federal and local agency rules and regulations that change, to the day-to-day challenges that pop up unexpectedly that depend on project to project.
What's like on a scale of 1 to 10, like what's the stress level like? I mean, is it
Stress depends on day to day.
Yeah.
It depends on if you've got a deadline for a submittal going to zoning that day.
Yeah.
Depends on if your contractor hits bad soils on a piece of property and it's an emergency call, you need to come out and look at this and tell us what you want us to do. It can vary day to day. Some days are less stressful, some days are very hectic.
You've been with Pride One for a couple of years now. How'd you get here?
So I started in 2012, spring break in college. I heard about Pride One. I was a Medina County guy.
Okay.
Got in touch with Doug Lear, our owner. Said, you must have something for me to do. So I swept out apartments for spring break that week, made some extra money to get me through the school year. That summer, I came in the office and worked under the woman that was doing all of our land acquisition and entitlements for our apartment projects. From there, I took on some utility coordination, and then slowly started bidding out the projects myself, managing the day-to-day site work, and eventually took over that acquisition and entitlement role.
On a personal level, if you could step outside of yourself and kind of observe, analyze, what are some things that you strive to do better at every single day?
Yeah, so for me, both professionally and personally, I always try to be present in the moment, whether it's sitting at dinner and having a conversation with my wife, or sitting in a meeting. It's blocking out the outside distractions, looking at your cell phone when somebody texts you or you get a phone call, and focusing in on that moment on what's important and why you're there.
So describe for me an average day in the life of Ben Weinerman.
Yeah, so what I love about my job and what makes it unique is that I get to work with people from all walks of life. I'm talking to an attorney on the phone at one moment, next moment I'm calling a city official, I turn around and talk to a county engineer about sewer capacity, and then I turn around and I yelling down to the guy in a sewer trench laying sanitary pipe.
That's crazy.
That's the part I love the most. I get to work with people from all walks of life.
What are some of like the misunderstood things that people just really don't get about what you do?
Some of the complexities about what we do is there's so many parties involved. There's third-party consultants from an environmental standpoint. There's civil engineers, there's architects, there's traffic engineers, and they all have to work together, and it's really our job to hold that glue, be that glue, and hold that group together, make sure that they're all talking to each other, and they're all aware of what each other are working on. And you know, there's a lot of things that can slip through the crack from that aspect. And it's just the day-to-day checking up on people. I'm not going to use the word babysitting, but constantly being diligent and making sure everybody's talking and working together.
2020 was a wild year.
That's right.
You know, and going into 2021, same, you know, there's a lot of ups and downs. A lot of new faces here.
Mm-hmm.
So what makes Pride One such a great place to work?
You know, at Pride One, we don't have a great deal of hierarchy. You know, it's very linear. Our presidents and our owners' doors are always open, that you can walk in and either talk to them about a personal issue or a professional issue, and they always welcome that.
This is going to be rapid fire. First thing, there's no wrong answers.
Okay.
So if your wife was asked to describe you in one word, what would it be?
High energy.
Favorite go-to snack?
Oreos. Double stuffed.
Nice.
Of course.
What's your favorite pizza topping?
Pepperoni and pineapple, probably.
Disgusting. I don't think it's the job of the interviewer to judge. I apologize.
That's right.
Who are two musical artists in your playlist right now?
Van Morrison always.
Favorite vacation spot?
California.
North
Coast.
or south?
South.
Okay. A beer, liquor, wine, or no? None.
Bourbon. Bourbon would be the choice.
Follow up. Top 3 favorite bourbons.
Basil Hayden's, Four Roses, and Buffalo Trace, of course.
All right, right on. Would you rather drive a Ford truck or a Ferrari?
Ford truck.
Nice.
All day.
All right, who's a better skier, you or me?
Well, I don't ski. But if I did, it'd have to be you.
Well, that's why I asked the question, because I know you don't ski.
That's right.
It was kind of a win-win for me. All right, Ben Weinerman, man, thank you so much.
Thank you, Jay.
I really appreciate you taking the time. And that's going to do it for me here at Pride One TV. We appreciate you watching. Do not forget, hit that subscribe button. And we'll see you next time, right here on Pride One TV.